I'm Mark from Pack Hacker, and in this video we will be taking a detailed look at the Tortuga Prelude backpack, which I've been testing for 2 weeks. Head on over to packhacker.com for our full written review, link in the description below, but let's jump in. So this is the budget option from Tortuga for travel bags. It's about $50 cheaper than the set out, and there are a few key differences that make this kind of the more cheaper budget model. It has a few less features that you'll see as we go through this video. First of all, this is a 38.5 liter bag, so great travel size. On the front, we have a TPU coating. Now the set out has a DWR coating, so this is going to be a little less waterproof than the set out, but it has the same 900D material all over this that the set out also has as well. Now on the front, you'll see we got all these loops on the front, great for throwing on carabiners if you need to attach any gear externally, if you got any wet gear, so if you got like your towel or rain jacket or something like that, great to clip to the outside, and the TPU coating will help with the water resistance and so they can dry on the outside of your bag. Flipping it over to the side here, we have an elastic mesh water bottle pocket. This one fits a 21-ounce hydro flask great. It is super stretchy though, so you could probably fit quite a bit bigger bottle if needed, but we like the 21 ounce for a travel size bottle. Now on the reverse side here, we have a very wide, densely padded handle. This is great for carrying the bag on the side, kind of briefcase style. It's mounted right in the middle, so the weight is very evenly distributed. So if you are, running through the airport and you can't throw the bag on or don't want to use the shoulder straps for some reason, this is a great carry option. Now you also have a similar handle on the top here, same really nice thick padding, real comfortable to carry with. And behind that we just have a little sewn over nylon loop. This is more for if you need to keep the bag off the ground for any reason and hang it up. You can also double hang it here through both of these just for some added support. Now the harness system is pretty similar to the set out, but it's just a little, the padding's not quite as soft. However, it still does a great job. On the top, you'll see we have some load lifters here, so if you need to tighten those up, and you can just slide the excess strap underneath these as you go to just try to keep it a little more dangle-free experience. And then down below, you have a adjustable sternum strap with Duraflex buckles. Again, this just provides a little extra support if you need it. If you are wearing the bag for a long period of time, this is actually a very helpful system going on here. And then underneath that, you have a very thick hip belt here. Now, I'm about 5'10", and this hip belt is a tiny bit high on me. It's still usable. It still helps with support and everything. However, it's just a tiny bit high. And then the buckle kind of comes up a little below my belly button, so ideally it would be a little bit lower, but it's still supportive and works great. And then any of the extra strap you have after you adjust it to where you need it, you can just kind of tuck through here just to keep that dangle-free experience. And really just give it a more clean look as well. Flipping it back over to the front, shove the whole harness system under there. We have a quick grab pocket here. We've just been kind of keeping anything that we've been using more regularly. So we got some AirPods, power bank, a little micro notepad, extra cologne, and should be a pen in here. Oh, Tide to Go pen for any quick stains you get while you're out, a Sharpie. And where's our mini pen? There it is. Just for taking any quick notes on the go here. We got our mini pen, micro notebook, great combination. So that's just the quick grab pocket for just anything you want quick access to. There's not really any organization in there, so all this stuff is kind of floating around. There's no pen or pencil holders or anything like that, but it's not a huge pocket, so not completely necessary. On the side here, you kind of have a more hidden pocket. Obviously, you can still see the zipper's pretty easy, so it's not, I wouldn't call it a super secret pocket like you have behind the back panels of some bags. But this is also a nice flat pocket, great for putting any, flatter items. So we got our passport wallet in here. And if you prefer a little bit bigger notebook, great spot to slide that in. Now, before we open this bag all the way up here, you got to undo the compression straps. These are very nice because the bag overall, it has a pretty floppy vibe. And so keeping it as tight as you can will help it from, feeling more floppy, and just keep it a little tighter, give it a little bit more structure. So you can really cinch those down, or if you got it fully packed out, just leave them out like that. But if you need to get into the bag, you got to take those off. And then this whole thing opens up. So this is a super simple interior for a travel bag. You'll notice there is no laptop compartment or anything like the Set-Out has. This is really, bare basics sort of going on here. Starting on the left, we have these two really big mesh pockets. You can load these up with a ton of stuff. We've kind of sorted them out for our needs into kind of toiletry and tech. Again, this isn't a super tech-heavy bag without there being a laptop. So we just have been using it with a laptop in a laptop case kind of cinched underneath these. It's not an ideal way to carry it, but it'll work in a pinch. So on the top here, we just have our DOP kit and a travel towel. And those are both, pretty thick items, and they fit in that top pocket, no problem. There's just tons of dimension here, so you can really load these out if you need to. And then on the bottom, we just have some assorted tech gear. Again, we have our smaller tech pouch just because, this isn't really meant to be a tech bag. So we don't always have our laptop with us, so it's more the bare minimum, just kind of like phone chargers and little adapters and things like that. And then just assorted camera gear in here that, we've just been keeping off to the side. We'll just leave all that in there. But yeah, these pockets have tons of dimension, so you can really load these up with whatever you need. Now, on the reverse side here, we have this packed out with the Tortuga Prelude packing cubes. These cubes are made to perfectly fit inside this bag. If you want more information, head on over to packhacker.com. We should have a full video up by the time this one's up if you want more details on these packing cubes. So taking off the compression straps here, we just have the one big one on the bottom, and then two smaller ones on the top. And those are great because they help give this bag a lot of structure. If you don't have packing cubes in here, we'd recommend just whatever you put in here, try to cinch it down as tight as possible, just to try to give it a little more rigidness, because otherwise this, there's no back panel in here or anything, so this bag can feel quite floppy. And those really just help give it a tiny bit more structure there. So there you have it, the Tortuga Prelude backpack. Check out packhacker.com for more information and best buying options that help support the channel at no additional cost to you. Link down below, and we'll see you in the next video.